I think we're going to go ahead and get started. First of all, I just really want to thank you all for joining us today. I am thrilled that you are here. And as you have surely figured out, today we're going to be talking about some really exciting new updates that we launched just this week in our Access America course, which can be found at usalearns.org. My name is Andrea Willis. I'm the retired director of USA Learns. I've been retired about 1.5 years, but I come back to work on my very favorite project ever, which is USA Learns, and I love making new courses and adding new content to it. So thank you for coming. And while we're here together, I'd love to hear who all we have with us too. So in the chat, if you'd like, feel free to enter your organization, your role, and where you are located. And we're going to also use the chat feature for you to enter any questions that you have. So don't be shy, put your questions in there. We're going to, I should have mentioned also here, I'm joined with 2 other presenters. Sorry, guys, I didn't mean to forget about you. I'm joined with 2 other wonderful presenters today. We're here with Jenny Santamaria, who is the curriculum developer. Hi, Jenny. And Elisa Takeuchi, who is a content developer with us. And they're going to be presenting on some of the upcoming slides. Okay, so I have several topics in mind for our time together today. I thought I would give you a quick overview of USA Learns. I know some of you are probably old pros with our courses, but some of you have maybe never heard of us. The majority of my time today will be spent giving you a tour of our Access America course, and I'm going to emphasize some of the very exciting new things that we just added. We'll also be talking a little bit about the teacher side of our course. Some people don't even know there is a teacher side, and there is one, and I think you will really like it. And Elisa will talk with us a little bit about how she uses the teacher side with her learners, what all is in there. And Jenny will talk a little bit about some exciting updates that she just recently made to our scope and sequence document for the Access America course. And while we're all together, it's a great opportunity to brainstorm ways that we could use this course. And we would love to hear from you in the chat about what you do with it and ideas you have once you've seen our tour. Okay, so quick overview. USA Learns has 7 free online courses. And when I say free, I mean 100% free. We don't charge anything, anytime. So at the end of my presentation, I always have at least somebody who says, how much does it cost? And I promise you it costs nothing. So the answer is 0, it costs nothing. We have several ESL courses that teach basic and intermediate English. And those would be our first English course, English 1+, second English course, and practice English and reading. And in fact, they all teach English, but those courses I just mentioned specifically teach English. We also teach immigrant integration skills and topics, and that can be seen in Access America, which is what we're here talking about mostly today. We also have our USA Learns Citizenship course, and our courses also teach job skills. Those job skills are actually sprinkled throughout most of our courses, but we have one course that specifically teaches that it's skills for the nursing assistant, which is all about communication on the job. All right, so those are our courses. So what is Access America anyway? All right, so Access America is an integration ESL course that covers 3 pillars of immigrant integration, including linguistic, civic, and economic integration. It's a self-paced course, meaning students don't have to have a teacher, and the majority of our students do not have a teacher, or the course can be used as a teacher-guided course. And I will tell you, all you teachers out there, all the students who do not have a teacher, they want one. So you guys are in hot demand. This course has 23 contextualized intermediate ESL lessons and hundreds of multimedia elements, including lots of videos that we created, tons of audio files, lots and lots of images, and also interactive speaking activities. It's a standards-based course that is aligned to employability skills, EL Civics COAPs, CASAS competencies, and Texas AELCS. And this Access America course is a lovely connection to and expansion of our USA Learns Citizenship course. So Elisa, I'll tell you, don't be shy. If you see anything in the chat that we should talk about, just jump in anytime, all right? So far, so good, I'm guessing. But feel free to just jump in. All right. Access America also promotes and fosters learners' digital literacy skills. We have lots of great digital literacy activities in here, and I will show you some examples of those. And this course also helps learners access available community resources and support services, which I'm very proud of that. And the course also connects learners to their communities via some very clever activities that I'm going to say we invented, called In Your Community, and I'll show you a sample of that too. All right, so probably the main reason most of you came was you want to know what's new, so let me tell you about that. So we have added some very cool new activities, some Your Turn speaking practice activities. They were added to all of our conversation topics, and I'll show you that in just a bit. We also created 17 new Getting Help videos that include information about where learners can find additional resources. I'm really proud of those. Those are very nice. A Talk About activity was also added to each unit. It's kind of a culminating activity that involves problem solving of various sorts. And some of those include a visual prompt that is a speaking practice, and those are really nice too. And we also have added a couple kinds of games. We have added the concentration, the vocabulary game, it's really a concentration game, and also some flashcard review activities have been added to every lesson. And those are very nice. It's always nice when we can add some fun to the learning, right? All right, so here also in Unit 2.4, we added a new listening activity that's called a parent-teacher conference. You'll hear my voice in that one. I am the teacher. And we also added a lot of diverse voices in here because that's something that both students and teachers tell us they want. They want practice hearing lots of different voices and different accents and women and men and all that. So we've added some very nice new voices to this too. All right, so how are we doing, Elisa? So far, so good? So far, so good?
So far, so good. Everybody's
okay, awesome. We're all good. Okay, great. Well, let's take a little tour of the learner site. Okay, so I'm already logged in. So here we are on the My Home page. And for those of you who have never been here before, this is where we list all of our courses. You'll see Access America and our USA Learns Citizenship course, et cetera, they're all here. And I am going to click on, I'm going to go to the Access America section, and I'm going to click on Select a Different Unit. All right, so here we are on the unit menu page. We have 5 units. They are, the first one is New Beginnings, followed by Facing Challenges, Taking Control, Becoming Part of the Community, and Settling In. And I have a little cheat sheet here. You can't even see it. A little cheat sheet here that helps me kind of remember what is on our tour because I don't want to miss anything. Okay, so here we are. We're going to start off in Unit 1, New Beginnings. And here we have several lovely lessons. We have a new community. We have Getting Around Town, which is about transportation. We have Managing Your Money, Getting a Job, Finding Childcare, and the unit test. So one thing you'll notice is we have the unit test at the end of each unit now, which is great. And there's quite a lot there. I think you're going to like those. All right, so let's check out 1.1, a new community. All right, so here we have places in the community. I'm reading these blue bars here. Community services. We have a great little piece on talking to customer service. We have grammar and writing. We have the library, using public Wi-Fi safely. I won't read you all of those, and you can check it out more on your own, but that's just a little peek at what's in there. All right, so let's start at the beginning, and let's go ahead and meet the family. And I'm now hoping that I clicked share audio. I don't know if I did or not. We might have to reshare it. Let me just hang on. Hold on here. It's shared? Is it shared? Okay, maybe I already did it. Jerry tells me I already did it. Okay, here we go. Let's see.
This is the Martinez family. Diego, Elena, and their 3 children, Blanca, Rudy, and Mario. They moved to the United States from El Salvador 5 years ago. Moving to a new country isn't easy, but the family has learned a lot about living in the U.S. In this course, you're going to learn along with them while you watch videos and practice new vocabulary and grammar.
Wonderful. So that's our family. And I'll share with you just a funny little side story, which is you saw the dad and the kids and the mom. Well, the dad is my good friend, Frank, and he is a history teacher here in our area. And those are his real kids. And the lady is an actor. Okay, so anyway, so that's our family. So I'm going to click the menu button to go back 1 level. And now we're going to go down here to places in the community. And let me see here. Actually, no, we're going to go to in your community. That's down here toward the bottom. Let me get there without getting you car sick. Okay, so I want to show you our get ready to speak activity. This is the one I mentioned. We want people to get off of it, get away from their computer, get out into the community. So let's check this out. So the instructions say, read and listen to the assignment. Select next to hear a sample response. So we'll listen to a little bit of this.
Assignment. Choose a store in your community. Answer these questions. What kind of store is it? When is it open?
We won't do the whole thing, but we'll hit next. Now here is a sample response.
Sample response.
There's a hardware store near my house. It's open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. It's a big store and they sell a lot of things like tools.
We won't do the whole thing, but you get the idea. Hitting next. Okay, so here, this is the talk about it activity. The instructions say, after you do the assignment, select listen to hear the instructions. Okay, so let's hit listen.
Now it's your turn. Talk about a store in your community.
All right, so now I click speak and I'm just going to give a fake response. This is my response, blah, blah, blah. Then I hit stop. Then I hit playback. This is my response, blah, blah, blah. So it's my chance just to, as a learner, just to kind of listen, and I can practice this as many times as I want, which is quite nice. And you guys notice the lovely voice. That's a new audio recording. Okay, so let me hit the menu button. And we're going to go down to the bottom. And we're going to, this is new, talk about a picture, and we're going to get ready to speak. Okay, so the instructions say, read the goal for this part of the lesson, practice speaking, describe what you see in a picture. So here we go, next. Okay, we're gonna listen.
Look at the picture and read the questions. Get ready to talk about your answers. Where are the people? Who are they? What does the woman want? What are they saying?
All right, I hit next. This is a new video. I love this thing. I hope you do too.
These people are at the library. This man has a computer.
Isn't that cool?
He and the woman are looking at a book and talking. This man is the librarian. This woman is a customer.
All right, we won't do the whole thing, but I am going to hit next. Okay, so here, this is where I'm supposed to describe what I just saw, right? So it says select listen to hear the instructions. Okay, here we go.
Look at the picture. Talk about what you see. Where are the people? Who are they? What does the woman want? What are they saying?
All right, here we go. This is my placeholder response, blah, blah, blah. Stop and play back. You get the idea. So anyway, isn't that neat? I hope you guys like that. I'm very proud of that. All right, hitting the menu button, scrolling all the way to the bottom, and I'm going to show you this vocabulary game, AKA concentration. Okay, let's just play it for a second here. Okay, that looks like a tutor to me. Hopefully the next word is tutor. No, it wasn't. Too bad. Ticket, no, no, okay. Tutor, hang on. We'll just do one that I can get right. Ding, yay, it fades out as I answer them correctly, and you'll see we have the number of turns is counted here. So anyway, that is something new. And for those of you who are familiar with some of our other courses, you'll probably remember this, like in first English course or second English course, but it's a new addition to this course. So that's exciting.
Andrea, we have a question.
Yes.
A really good question, actually.
Okay, what you got?
Diane wants to know in the speaking part if there's a limit on how long the students can take.
Oh, that's a good question. I haven't tried that, but you're welcome to give that a whirl and see how long you can
And let us know.
chatter on and see how long it will record you. Good question. Thank you. Great. Keep those questions coming in. All righty. So, okay, so I am going to, let me see here, all these little things in the way. Okay, so now we're going to go to Unit 2. So you'll notice I'm hitting the menu button a few times until I get back to where I want to be. So Unit 2, facing challenges. Here we have some really great lessons. We have finding a home, starting school, dealing with healthcare, communicating with the school, emergencies and disasters, and we have the lovely unit test. And today I specifically want to show you, let's see, let's do communicating with the school 2.4. We have back to school and open house. That's important for parents to know what the heck that is, right? We talk about school attendance, the importance of it, how to report an absence, grammar and writing, how to get involved at the school, and a bunch of other things, including this parent-teacher conference. So let's listen. Okay, so here the instructions say, read the goal for this part of this lesson. I'm gonna hit next. Okay, so here we go. Listen to the beginning of the parent-teacher conference. So I hit listen.
Hi, Mrs. Andrews. I'm Sammy's mom.
Hello, Miss Ahmadi. Thanks for coming in today.
Of course.
Okay, so how does the parent introduce herself? She says, I'm Sammy's mom. Yep, I got it right. 2 stars, great. A lovely green check mark tells me I got it right and I got full credit. Let's do one more. Okay, so listen to the teacher. Here we go. Let's see. Sammy has been doing very well in math. Here you can see his test scores. On the pretest I gave him. Okay, so how is Sammy doing in math? I'm going to answer incorrectly here so you can see what that looks like. I say he's doing poorly. Check. Oh man, incorrect. Please try again. I get another try at that. Okay, actually he's doing very well. Check. Yay, 1 star. I get partial credit, but I still know that I got it right. So that's lovely. Okay, so that was kind of a neat addition. I hope you guys liked that. Let's go down here. I want to show you a digital literacy activity. This is about using a school website. And while you're here, I'll show you how we teach vocabulary with our Learn Keywords activities. So here we are. It's a digital skills activity. So one thing you'll notice when you do any of our courses really is that we have tons and tons of imagery. And we put a lot of work into those photos because we feel like, a picture is worth 1,000 words. It's such a great way to teach. So here we are. Let's listen.
Bell. The bell is the sound that rings between classes at a school. You need to be in class before the bell rings.
So you'll notice we have the vocabulary word itself, a definition, and a sample sentence. And we'll do one more.
Grade. A grade is a score for a student. Traditional grades in the U.S. are A, B, C, D, and F. A is the highest grade, and F means failing.
All right, so that's enough of that. All right, so now let's go check out another. Let's go to, oops, I need to move some things around. All right, we're going to go to Unit 3, Taking Control. And here we have lessons about healthy eating and safety, job skills, building good credit, driving, and a unit test. So let's go ahead. We're going to look specifically at 3.1, healthy eating. Here we have some really great instruction about food and healthy eating and eating a healthy breakfast, grammar and writing, et cetera, et cetera. but we are going to look initially at a healthy breakfast. And I think we're going to start with a let's watch video. Okay, learn about eating a healthy breakfast. Next. Okay, so we're going to watch a little bit of this video.
A healthy breakfast. Choosing breakfast? Start your day off right with a balanced meal. This breakfast has strawberries, low-fat milk, a whole wheat English muffin, and a hard-boiled egg. Choose foods from at least 3 of the food groups.
All right, you get the idea. We're not going to watch the whole thing, but let's pop back a level. And I want to show you a new type of video that we added. We added lots of these. They're our Getting Help videos, and this one is specifically about food assistance. All right, so here it says, watch the short video to learn about how to get help paying for food. So let's do that. Here we go.
Getting help, food assistance. If it is difficult for you to buy food for your family, there are places that you can get help.
I can put the closed captions.
If it is an emergency, that is, if you are hungry now, you can call 211 to find local organizations to help you. Or call the USDA National Hunger Hotline at 1-866-3-HUNGRY.
All right, we're not going to watch the whole thing, but I'm really excited. I did want to show those Getting Help videos with you. That's a good example of one of them. All right, so here we are. We're still in 3.1, healthy eating. And I want to show you something that I love to do all the time, which is to talk about food. So let's check out Elena Talks About a Recipe. So I need to tell you a funny story. So when Jenny was writing the content for this, she said, oh, hey, maybe we should have a potluck scene. And I didn't really think much about the implications of that. And I said, yeah, sure, let's do a potluck scene. And then when it came down to it, man, I was hauling photos and lamps and tablecloths and all this food and stuff to make our meeting room look like someone's home so we could actually have a potluck. So anyway, let's watch our potluck scene.
Oh, Elena, did you make those? They look delicious.
Yeah, I did. Thanks.
What are they?
They're pupusas, a traditional food from El Salvador.
Oh, I've never had that before. How do you make them?
Well, the dough is made with corn flour and then it's fried.
Oh, like a tortilla.
Well, kind of, but it's thicker.
So you get the idea. But let's do something. I think if I hit the next button, yep, we can notice the language. So here it says, choose the correct words to complete the sentences. Watch the video to check your answers. So let's watch this little video. It's just a little clip.
Oh, Elena, did you make those? They look delicious.
Yeah, I did. Thanks.
Okay, so our choices are, did you make, or are you making those? I think it's, did you make? I love these. These are such good activities, Jenny. You made such good activities. I love these things. Okay, let's do one more. Here's another video.
Oh, Elena, did you make those? They look delicious.
Yeah, I did. Thanks.
What are they?
They're pupusas, a traditional.
So here we go. They, beep, delicious. They look delicious. Yes, very nice. Love that one. Okay, so let's go back. And I want to find another one. We have a lovely, let me see, it's still in talking about food. Your turn. Let's do this your turn speaking activity. Okay, these are new, you guys. I'm excited about these. I love these. We made these cool little graphics. It's basically a conversation outline. So the instructions say, well, it says, your friend brings some delicious looking sandwiches to the table. Read the conversation outline, select listen to hear your friend. And then we have to say something after what we hear here. So, okay, so let's see what we hear.
Would you like a sandwich?
And then I say something. I'm going to say, ooh, those look delicious. Did you make them? Okay, here we go.
Would you like a sandwich?
Ooh, those look delicious. Did you make them? Okay, so anyway, that's how that works. I love those. I'm very excited about all the your turn activities that we added. Those are really great addition. Okay, we're out of here on unit 3. Let's go check out 4. Okay, menu a few times until I get to unit 4. becoming part of the community. All right, so let's see, we're going to, here we have various lessons. We have taking care of the environment, choosing a path, interviews and promotions, achieving goals, and unit test. But let's go, I want to show you choosing a path. I really like this one. Okay, so here we have some great content about degrees, diplomas, and certificates, choosing a career, talking to a career counselor, grammar and writing, researching careers online, and more. But for today, we are going to cruise down here toward the bottom, and we're going to talk about a problem. I don't think we've done this yet, so let's get ready to speak about a problem. So these were very exciting to create, because as Jenny was looking at each of these lessons, she had to think, okay, what would be a related problem that would fit nicely into this and be a good practice opportunity for our learners. Okay, so the instructions say practice speaking, talk about a problem, and how to solve it. So let's do that. All right, so let's listen.
This is Yumi. What is her problem? What should she do to solve it?
All right, so we're hitting next. And we're going to watch a video, and it says, this is only an example. There are other ways to talk about Yumi's problem. So let's watch a little bit of this video.
Yumi's problem is that she can't decide what kind of career she wants. There are a lot of things she can do to help her find a career path. She can take an interest survey online to learn more about what she'd like to do. She can take an aptitude test to find out what she's good at. And she can take a personality test to find out what careers might fit her the best. She can also go to a college or adult school and get help in the Career Resource Center.
All right, so there is our lovely video, also new. Okay, so here we have our Talk About Yumi's Problem activity. So the instructions say, select listen to hear the instructions.
Talk about Yumi's problem. What should she do to solve it?
All right, so I'm not going to do it, but you get the idea. Okay, so turning the page here. All right, so I do want to show you, because I'm watching the clock and I have a little bit of time to show you something that I originally thought I would not have time to show you. So I'm happy I can show you a little something, a Unit 5 settling in. Let's see, here we have getting involved, rights and responsibilities, expanding horizons, seeing the country, and the unit test. So let's go to 5.2, rights and responsibilities. You'll remember that I said earlier on in my presentation that this course leads very nicely into our citizenship course. So we kind of have a little sneak peek at citizenship content in this course, and especially in this lesson. So here we have some great content about US laws, getting legal help, nice piece on talking to a neighbor, grammar and writing, becoming a US citizen. So let's check out a little bit about becoming a US citizen. How about that? And we're going to learn some keywords. This is another digital skills activity. So here we go.
Process. A process is a series of things you need to do. Getting your citizenship can be a long process.
All right, so there's 12 of those words, and I can tell you that because it's right here. It says 2 of 12. We're not going to look at all 12 of them, but we're going to just pop back a level here. And I want to show you another little piece. Let's do a meaning match. I don't think we've done one of these before. So here we are. Select, listen, choose the correct picture for the keyword you hear.
He said it aloud.
He said it aloud. That's this one for sure. All right. All right. You get the idea. All righty. So let me see here. Cruising down here. Getting help. U.S. citizenship. Okay. Let's just see what we've got in here.
Getting help. Citizenship. If you are thinking about becoming a U.S. citizen, you may have many questions. Most of the answers are on the official website of the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services. For example, if you are older or have a disability, you may be eligible for an exemption from the English language test. An exemption means that you don't have to take the test. You can find out about this on the Exceptions and Accommodations page.
All right, you get the idea. All right, so let's see here. I want to take you down to Unit 5.5, Unit Test. And I want to show you our little conclusion video at the end that I really like. It's kind of the, the end of the video. Here we go. Let's watch as they drive off.
Well, we're off to explore more of the United States.
Thanks for sharing our journey.
And thank you for studying with USA Learn's Access America. We invite you to learn more English, get new job skills, and prepare to become a U.S. citizen with our other USA Learns courses. usalearns.org.
So that is a little peek at the course. So Elisa and Jenny, I'll ask you, did I miss anything I should have shown? Any questions come in that we should pop around and check out in the course?
No, that was fantastic. There were so many great comments in the chat. We did get to verify that for the speaking part, students have 20 seconds.
Oh, 20 seconds.
Mhm.
Well, that sounds about right.
Yep, and a couple of the questions we had were about what level was appropriate for this course. And so I said it was designed primarily for intermediate ESL, but it could be scaffolded for beginners. We talked about the different prerequisites, and there was none, just, tech skills and things like
Great.
that. But yeah, otherwise there's a lot of enthusiasm from
Good.
everyone.
I love to hear that. All right, so I'm going to pop back to my presentation. All right, so one thing I would love to hear from you all is hopefully I showed you something that excited you and made you think, wow, I could use that with my learners. And if you have any of those kinds of thoughts, it would be so nice if you could put those ideas into the chat, and maybe at some point here, Lisa can share those with us. So that would be a lovely gift from you to us. All right, so Elisa, this is your slide. And
Hey,
you could talk a little bit about the teacher side.
Great. So as Andrea said, my name is Elisa Takeuchi. I am an ESL instructor for Garden Grove Adult Education in Garden Grove, California, in sunny Southern California. And I've been a part of this project for quite a few years, and I'm so excited that I get to share this with all of you. It has been such a labor of love, and the changes that have occurred just in the last few years have really been astounding. And so even some things that I saw today were new because they had just changed.
You just launched them.
So I'm very excited that I'm a part of this and able to talk to you about how I use it with my students. And one of the things I did want to let you know is that there are different ways that you can use USA Learns with your students. You can just give the resource to your students and have them do it independently. Like Andrea said, most of the students that are on USA Learns do this course or these courses independently, totally on their own. The teacher has no management of the skills or what the progress is. You can also do it in a different way where you can give the students, you can create a classroom and you can have students join your classroom, and then you can have them do the activities, and you can assign activities to them or let them know which activities you'd like to do, and then you can manage their progress. And then also you can also just have the teacher, you can also have the student account and just show it up in your classroom and do it as a whole class instruction. So again, there isn't one, it's not a one deal. You can pick and choose how you want to do it depending on your students and depending on your class and how much time or how much management time you have, how much do you want to be involved, how much you don't want to be involved. So that is really all up to you. So just like with the student site, there is a teacher site, and the first time that you go, you will register, and it'll ask you, email questions, things like that. And it's a very simple, user-friendly process. Go ahead and site's good. So like I said, you can create your own online classes. You can invite learners to join your course if you want. And that way you can track their progress. You can see their scores, how much time they've been on the course. So you might have one of those classes where time on task is important for verification or things like that. This would be a good opportunity for you to join your class, and then you can see how much time they've spent on an activity or a lesson or a test, what their scores were, things like that. And then you can actually download those reports individually, and then you can see it as a whole class. Next slide. So with my class, we have our dedicated core textbook. And what I do is I know the chapters of my textbook, and then I correlate it with USA Learns. So for example, if Unit 5 is health, then I know that Unit 3 in Access America is going to be on health. And so I'm going to wait until I get to chapter 5 in my book to use chapter 3 of USA Learns Access America. And so that way that my content is really relative with that. And then in addition, if you are doing EL Civics in your programs, then if you happen to choose the nutrition co-op, that goes really well with all of that too. So again, I'm not mixing, I'm mixing and matching the content to meet with my book so that I don't have to go in order of USA Learns. And so that's the really nice thing. Students can choose, or you can choose any lesson or any unit in any random order. You don't need to go chronologically. Let's see here, like we talked about. Oh, and then I also use the scope and sequence, which is also in the teachers section, to find easily where are those sections instead of me going through the content one by one to look for specific activities. I can just use the scope and sequence, Control F, type in health, and then it'll tell me all the places in USA Learns Access America where health is involved, and then I can pick and choose my activities from there. So those are just some of the quick tips that you can learn from me and my experience on how I use it. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and turn this over to Jenny, and she's going to give you more in-depth information about the scope and sequence.
Wonderful. Okay, so I'm going to stop my share, and hopefully, Jenny, you can share.
Yes.
Thank you. That was lovely, Elisa. Thank you for sharing that.
Of course.
Hi, I'm Jenny Santamaria. I'm the writer on the course. And I wanted to show you a couple things in the teacher resources, on the teacher resources page. Before the scope and sequence, there is a vocabulary list that has all of the words that are in the course. I just want to show you that real quick because
it's a long list too. There's a lot of words in there.
Yes, you can, jump to the page you want to go to. And I just wanted to show you that it has the vocabulary, the definition, and the sentence that's used in the program. Okay. So that might be useful to you. And it's available also right here as a Word file if you want to download it and play with it or do something with the words. And then we also have the scope and sequence, which I've updated for the new course. And so it says 2024 revisions up here. Up at the top, you'll find a reminder of what all the changes are. This tells you what the things that Andrea just went over with the new things that we added. The scope and sequence has the usual, list here. As Elisa was saying, you can find the topic you're looking for. It has the conversation topics, the new getting help. These 1, 2, 3, these are videos. So places in the community, city services, and using the library, that tells you under these topics that we always have a video about those topics.
Nice.
And then below that will be the reading topic for each lesson and the new getting help topic. The digital literacy topic, the grammar point, the community. These are the in your community exercises that Andrea showed you. The blue columns are the standards. It aligns, as Elisa said, very closely with EL Civics, so you'll be able to find a lot of your specific EL Civics objectives here that you're looking for. And they're in employability skills, CASAS, and Texas. And then over this green column is new, and I added this because there's a lot of websites that are referred to in the course, and so you don't have to like go through and find those. They're linked here, so it'll be very easy for you to find any website that's referenced in the course. So for example, the first Getting Help video is about getting resources from 211. And this is a link that is shown in the video that tells students how they can find the 211 services in their area. And so I went through and put all of those in here. And then also there are some other resources here as well. These are not teaching materials for the most part. They're resources to help learners and immigrants and people who are working with refugees and immigrants. So, for example, this is the Welcome Corps as resources for refugees and people helping them, and those kind of materials that are related to this unit. And I think that's all I wanted to say about this scope and sequence. So
Wonderful, thank you.
give this back to Andrea.
Yeah, so thank you. So Jenny, I just really want to tell you, you did such an amazing job in writing all of this beautiful new content, planning all these videos. It's about 300 pages of content edits and things that we worked on to make this all happen. So great job, Jenny. Thank you. All right. So anything coming in the chat, Elisa, that we want to share?
Yes, we got some really great comments in regards to the course, and they're excited. There was a question about if students needed an account to access it, and we answered that yes, all students need an email, and then also, let's see, I'm just catching up on this one.
Okay, that's okay.
Can you please provide information about the help and message options on the platform? Is this a live chat or a robot?
It is, the help involves sending an email to a real human. And so as soon as that real human, Nancy, sees it, she'll respond.
Let's see here. I have some students who are doing well with the exception of being able to understand the audio recordings. They read well, but their listening is problematic. I will be encouraging them to use this site more for listening practice. Sometimes with assignments, sometimes it's independently. Yeah, I think that's a really great solution.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not too sure, Andrea. I can't remember when we do the audio, when we play the videos, are they still able to adjust the speed?
I don't
remember.
know. I have never done that. I don't know. It could potentially be a YouTube feature I'm not familiar with, but I will say regarding videos, one thing that might help students would be, to hit the closed caption button, and then they can hear it and see the text, and it's all custom closed captions. It's not, like the garbage automatic closed captions. It's not like we've looked at all of it. So it should be quite tidy.
Let's see here. Diane wants us to provide us with the direct URL for this page.
So it's the
USA
teacher
Learns
resource page. So it's usalearns.org/teacher. If you're talking about the scope and sequence, I don't have it pulled up, Elisa. I don't know.
Yeah, I can do that right now.
Jerry's going to put it in the chat too. But
okay, perfect.
It's on the main teacher resource page, and it's in that table. Let me see here. I'll show you. It's right here. So it's this usalearns.org/resources _teachers. And you'll find it right here in the Access Americas.
Perfect. Yep. We got it up.
All right. What else? Any other excitement?
Let's see here. Oh, so we got it confirmed that YouTube does let us change the speed. It's in the settings.
Okay, that's good.
So that's good. So for those of you, there was a lot of questions about what scaffolding was for, if we had some beginning ESL students who were interested in using this. And so I was giving some suggestions, and then having those videos maybe played at a slower speed might help as well. Or, just the ability to have them played over and over again, as many times as they needed or wanted.
That is great.
Oh, Rachel says the link for the first English course is going to an error, the 404 error.
Okay, we'll have to check it out. Thank you. I know.
Yep, exactly.
Not too long ago, that scope and sequence document used to be one gigantic document, and then we chopped it up into smaller pieces. So something might have gone a little wonky with our recent release. We'll check that out. Thank you for sharing that. Because sometimes we don't know unless someone tells us.
And that's one of the things that I do want to point out for the teachers or for anybody. So one, you don't need to be a teacher to use the teacher resources or to use any part of the USA Learns. I know that was a question we've had in the past where they say, oh, I'm not a teacher. Is that okay? No problem. Anybody can use it. You could be a
Anybody.
librarian, a
Neighbor.
tutor. Yeah,
Anybody.
anybody can use any of the resources.
Yeah.
And the other question that I just lost was about, no, I forgot.
That's all right. It'll come to you.
It'll come to me.
No problem. No problem. Okay, that's great. Okay, that's great. All right, so we've kind of covered this questions. If you have any other questions that you haven't thought of, during the webinar, you are welcome to reach out to us. Best way to get us is help@usalearns.org. And like I said, Nancy will be watching for it, and she'll forward it to the appropriate folks on our team to help in responding. Anything else? Is there anything else you guys wanted to talk about while we're here?
Oh, Isidra asked if parents can use this resource. Absolutely. Yes. Yeah, anybody. Oh, we're getting a lot of kudos.
I love that. That's the best part.
No, so Nazreen is asking if somebody wants to take the citizenship class, do they have to take the ESL classes? No, it's totally on their own. It's like a
mix and match.
It's like yeah, it's an a la carte. They can pick and choose whatever they like.
Exactly. So one thing, oh, look at those nice little thumbs up floating up. I love that. So one thing I'll share with you is that we're planning to share a copy of this presentation with everyone who registered. We'll be sending out an email and I'll send you like a view only copy of this presentation so you can click on the links and check it out in more detail. What else? Anything else we should cover, guys?
Let's see here. Oh, so it says, can you please provide information about the help and message options on the platform? So that question's coming up again, and I'm not sure if Yalda just if she didn't hear
maybe so. I'll just share. So there is a link to reach out to us via email, and you're welcome to do that. And we will get back to you as fast as we possibly can with a response to help you out. All right. Well, it sounds like that is the end of the show. I'm so appreciative of your time, and thank you all so much for coming today. Thank you all. Bye.